Hello, people. It's me, Doug. Welcome to Side Dish. This week, we're going a little old school. I didn't even know about this dish.
I am really hoping the more you talk about it, that it is going to be like crab pot.
I mean, it kind of...
Like the top of crab pot.
Yeah.
And then we could just work on the bottom.
I don't know. So there's this, the Adobe in Oregon, on the Oregon coast, they have this dish, which they got rid of for a while, but it's called a crab pot.
But it's back.
I know it is. And on the bottom, there's a layer of like breadcrumbly, a buttery, garlicky, delicious.
Mushroom, scallion, garlicky, yum yum.
It's delicious.
And the top is cheese.
Yeah. This doesn't have any garlic in it.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, you know, this is a dish that originally it was from Maryland. It's in the Chesapeake Bay.
They don't like garlic?
I don't know. I'm just saying that.
We're going to make it as is, and then we might have to doctor it.
Well, I bought a second batch of crab just in case.
I like the way you think.
Because they have a lot of blue crabs in the Chesapeake Bay, apparently. Blue crabs.
Do they still?
I guess. So, look at these adorable crocs we're going to make them in, though. I feel like a giant when I'm holding this.
So those are French onion soup crocs, but
Yeah.
nobody's the boss of us.
This is it's oven-proof stoneware from Japan.
Right. Do you have crab legs for the top, like the picture?
No, I don't have crab legs for the top, Andrea. Why are you being so literal? We're going to make a French 75. And why are we making a French 75? Because this is going to be rich, and the French 75 is going to cut it.
Got it.
So, first of all, walk over to your oven. Turn it on to 375. Now, how's everybody? This week has been, Amy had to work a whole week, and yeah.
Whew, I'm tired.
Yeah, there's not really, there is a little bit of that, but really there's not a lot of butter in this one either. There's not a lot of dairy at all. So everything gets mixed and then heated up. And then
There's not a lot of ingredients.
No, not really. That's why I think it's so nice, because it's like something you can do quickly. So we're going to do that. We're going to mix everything and get stuff, and we'll go over some of this as we're doing it. And we're going to take our perfect sandwich loaf, and we're going to use that for toast points, because that's what we talked about. We wanted something to go with toast points today. That's where this came from. If you want to know some back end of this. So we're going to mix in, I got to get the mayo. Mayo. Is there mayo in here? There it is.
This is what our fridge always looks like, folks.
It's Gross Miracle Whip. I got tricked.
Oh, you're using Miracle Whip?
No, I'm not. We are, we got haircuts today.
Looking good.
And then, I don't know, there's been a lot going on. I upgraded my old 3D printer to be exactly like the new one I bought, so now I have two.
Ah.
And,
Upgrade.
Upgrade can get me. I don't know how to tell you this, Rita, but Upgrade died 2,000 years ago. So we need a half cup of mayonnaise. This is the most crab-forward thing ever. Realistically, I think it's funny. I was going to try, I think this dish, when I hear it, I think of a crab that's wearing a crown. Because I think I don't know why. Well, because the Imperial, but that's why. But anyways, whatever. Half cup. That's it. Because again, this mostly you're building a binder, but you're not putting like crab cake. You're not putting breadcrumbs in it like a crab cake, because again, it's a dip. So, how are you? I hope you're well. Like I said, this week was weird. You had to work all week because this was your first week back after break, right? Second or first?
This is the first week back, but it didn't feel like it.
No, literally, I really thought this was, that's crazy. We need 1 tablespoon of Dijon. Now we could guess at this, but we're gonna do it right, and then we'll. Davey's still on the. Yeah, I thought that. I knew that was you. Because I was like, whoa, a whole community is talking to us. So, my East Coasters, have you ever had Crab Imperial? It's an older dish. I mean, it's been made for a million years, according to my research.
Andrew and Lino bought their freezer that they needed to replace. They also might have bought a TV.
Well, Lino's been only hinting around he's going to buy a new TV. So then Andrea will use the streaming services.
Yes, you do need to learn how to use the streaming services.
Because
you're missing out.
Because
wait, what'd you just put in there?
I'm just Dijon mustard, but I'm just getting out of the nooks and crannies. Worcestershire sauce, another teaspoon of this. I've been using Worcestershire sauce a lot.
Umami.
When I used it as the binder when I put the spices on the prime rib I made, so that was good.
Ooh, yum.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I dig.
I totally did.
I definitely dig. I just squeezed some lemon juice earlier.
Almost all pasta, I feel like you should make it the day before and then just eat it the next day. It's gonna be better.
If you've ever made crab cakes, you will know.
This is very similar, yeah.
It's very similar. At this point, you would add an egg, which we're going to do, but I'm going to beat that first because it's getting bad. And our friend Tiny Whisk is going to help with that. Tiny Whisk! First of all,
Worcestershire.
Sausage.
How did you say it?
Worcestershire. Perfect. We did it.
Worcestershire.
We should probably have a.
Did you get the tiniest whisk out of the drawer?
I did not get the tiniest.
Oh.
I should have. Tiny Whisk hasn't been getting a lot of work around here. He called me up and was like, "What the fuck, man?" And I was like,
"Him and his family.
He's got to feed him." Again, you want this so you can, you know what I mean. Into the mix. And look, I have all of these things to get all the goodness. So I'm mixing this because this takes 20 to 25 minutes to get all nice and good.
Slightly less tiny whisk.
Oh, let me tell you. Where did we find this tiny whisk?
I don't know.
Probably in a estate sale, but Old Bay. This is why this is also real happy to be making this because Amy got to make sure that there was Old Bay in here. So we're only doing, but only 1 teaspoon. Oh, I don't want to tell you your business, but
we need more Old Bay.
Somebody's lacking on their Old Bay.
Don't worry, I have a whole thing hanging on the Christmas tree. Just kidding.
That's not. Now I know everybody.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna chop this parsley. But
why are you using such a tiny thing?
Because I don't want to get the big guy out just for this little thing.
Chopping parsley. This is totally Shirley Phillips crab cake recipe happening so far.
I mean, I bet you it's probably based on,
I'm going to look it up and we're going to compare
regional things. So,
hold on.
I'll just tell you right now, it feels weird. I don't like it. But I sharpen this so it makes it easier to cut. You need to finely chop this. which is also why it would probably make it easier to do. So just, take your time.
Okay, so you have Worcestershire,
Yep.
mustard,
Yep.
mayonnaise, lemon juice.
Yep.
Did you put any ground mustard in there?
Nope. You can. I've seen.
Quarter teaspoon ground mustard. Are you putting butter in there?
Nope.
No butter.
No butter.
I guess because you don't really need it to bind, right? Parsley flakes, seafood seasoning. Are you putting breadcrumbs in there?
Nope. It goes on. A little bit goes on top.
So this is basically like
Crab cake.
almost a crab cake, but
It's like crab cake dip.
yes.
And I know somebody who loves.
I love crab cakes.
Yeah. So keep that in mind if you're ever going to make us a meal.
I have paid some stupid prices for crab cakes.
Yes.
I love them so much.
It's true.
But you know what? Oftentimes they are not as good as ones I make at home.
Yeah, because you make them better because you get to flavor them exactly the way you want.
I just follow her recipe to a T because it is good. Shirley Phillips. Yes, you guys.
Like the Phillips seafood.
Yes.
So, Shirley Phillips was their matriarch.
They're good, people.
They are very good. All right, salt and pepper.
You do too much. You tend to over pepper.
Listen, Lorraine, it's fine.
She wasn't wrong.
2 weekends in a row.
But she.
Maybe just a little quarter teaspoon of ground mustard in there?
No, we're making it as is, and we will doll
But
it
you
up.
said you saw other recipes that had
Yeah,
that.
but we're gonna make this recipe as is, and then we can change it up and go from there. It has Dijon.
We're not going to be able to change it up though because I am using that other crab for crab cakes tomorrow because now I am craving them.
You can't. We have pizza to eat. We said we were making pizza.
That's before you brought crab into this house, sir.
That's not my fault. This recipe home. Look at how the coloring for the Old Bay.
Yeah.
Really. Okay, so now this is a technique. If I had a way to put technique alert on the screen, I would do so.
Technique alert!
So we're going to, this is lump crab. If you look at the name of this one, it's a super lump.
Super lump. Is
Yeah,
that like Super Tramp? What is
Well, I mean, I did like their 70s albums better than anything. So you're going to take...
You got to fold it in though.
Yeah. So it goes very, very... Because you want the pieces to remain intact. Whereas before, if you're making crab cakes, you don't want this bigger stuff.
Sure you do. I fold it in.
That is real good. That's like real sweet. That is really good.
Oh yeah, that is good.
So I'm just going to break it up. I mean, I think if we were really looking at this, that's as simple as it gets right there.
Yeah, that was hardly any ingredients.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. Again, take care not to break it up. Just get it nice and
Yum,
mixed
yum.
in. Ooh,
Are you going to grease those ramekins
I don't think I need to.
because of the mayonnaise?
I think so.
Okay.
So, I have a big spoon for this. We're just going to eyeball this and see how many we get. We have 4 of these ramekins, but there's only 3
We'll
people.
shoot for 30. Yeah.
We're going to try and give everybody the same to start, and then...
Smell what you're cooking.
oh, yeah?
Sure, why not?
If this is this easy and it tastes as good as I hope it does, this could really, fold into,
My life.
yeah. Pretty easy. So you could do this in a larger dish if you wanted to. But this is, this has a little bit of the 60s built into it where you get your own individual ramekin of something, right?
I don't know. I wasn't alive in the 60s.
I mean, but you do have TV and the internet. You've seen things and how to do it. I know. I tried very hard not to.
Bust that one.
This is the sound of how you know something's good. They scrape it to get all of it in there. You want to lick the spoon?
No, I'm good.
How's it taste?
Yummy, yummy, yummy on my tummy, tummy, tummy.
Okay, now what happens?
So this actually does not say to use breadcrumbs. But other one I did see, you mix in.
Oh, really? Because the other one you saw had mustard powder in it too,
Yeah,
and
but
but
we're
you
not going
didn't
to
do
do
that.
it. That's why I'm not going to do it. I thought that I got it mixed up.
Oh,
Not bad.
okay.
Um,
And you cook it with the toppers on? No, probably not.
oh,
Because you want the steam to go.
true.
Off.
Now it says to sprinkle with a little paprika. That'll be mine. I don't think I'm doing anything there.
It went on the counter. It looked like. Okay, we'll skip that. Isn't? Oh, did it finally come out?
A little bit, yes.
Okay, perfect. What kind of paprika is that?
It's a little bit of smoky. For your sanity, take your ramekins.
Yeah.
You probably don't need to, but okay. Like I said, 25 minutes starting now. So now we need to make toast points. Because I want them to be, you want them to be cooled before you do that. So take your bread.
Have you shown that knife? Did you show that knife? What if somebody's new and they've never seen that knife?
It's a bread cutting knife. It's serrated. It has a gap in it, so you get the same slice. Can you give this to the, do you want that? Oh, sorry.
Be better for butter.
Now this is going to be good for toast points because it's dense-ish, and it cooks up really. It toasts amazingly.
And this is your recipe?
This is the golden brioche loaf. Yes, that's what I call it.
Golden brioche?
The golden brioche. So I'm going to
Not the Doug Bookie brioche.
now.
It's a Tom Adult brioche.
D-bar-B brioche.
If you were me, how would you cut these into triangles? Just cut them in half? Or would you do double? So you do quarters but cut in half.
Yes. You need a serrated knife to cut bread.
Apparently not.
I think I did pretty good. As you can tell, I've never made toast points at home, so I made
Where
it.
have you made them?
It's so funny. Basic work.
Are toast points supposed to be buttered?
You have the option. And I'm
You're making them in there?
yeah, because you just griddle, you get them nice and toasty on both sides.
Oh.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one of these things of butter, let it coat, and then add more, and then that way you don't have to butter each individual thing, right? That's a little pro tip for this.
So you're frying them.
I mean, yes. What is your favorite thing? Like, what's your favorite thing to put, or favorite crab dish? A and B. What do you like? What do you like with your toast points? Do you make tapenade? Toast points with tapenade? That's what I like.
What tapenade?
Tapenade, olive tapenade. Amy does not like it, and she made this face.
Actually, last time I ate them and I did like it. So your palate changes.
Yeah, so I could make tapenade.
I still
at
don't
home.
think I would like muffalata,
Well, no, I don't think you would either.
but I did like the green olive tapenade.
Well, yeah, it's ground up olives and garlic and olive oil all mixed together.
Yeah.
I mean, what's to be bad about that? At La Coco's in Santa Rosa Railroad Square, they make this tapenade, which is the first place I'd ever had it, and it is quite delightful.
It is.
It's just like a little bit salty and a little bit sweet and a little bit like it's just good. I could probably eat so much of it if I had it all the time.
I really like green olives these days.
Yeah, which is weird because you didn't eat olives at all when we met.
Right. I still don't like Colorado olive.
Dirt, did you hear that, everybody?
Favorite crab dish. What's your favorite crab dish, Denise?
Just the crab with a little bit of warm butter.
I mean, classic.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yes. What's your favorite crab dish, Doug?
It's really hard for me to say because I can't pronounce it.
And you thought I was bad at jokes.
I don't know. I like a crab pot, a crab cake.
Crab rangoon.
Crab rangoon, yeah. I mean, crab pots are excellent. I mean,
Had a crab pot.
Oh, you gotta go to yachts.
Never been to yachts.
To the Adobe Inn.
yeah, there's plenty of butter in here. I'm just getting all of these soaked up. And then I'll add some more right before I
Never
turn
been
it.
to yachts.
I was just telling the ladies before we started that people today at the Costco were insane. So it was Costco on a Saturday, 100% not cool. I did bring it over here. Gonna add just a teeny bit more. Crab rangoon. Yeah, crab rangoon. I mean,
That is good.
there's a crab rangoon dip that I saw that you then take wonton skins and you crisp them up, and that's what you use to dip.
Easier.
Yeah.
I mean, sounds like a genius move. So
Things into strips and
cut those things into strips, and you've got something.
crab dip.
Pier 23 Cafe in San Francisco used to have the best whole crab dinner. It was broiled with butter and garlic. Oh. I had triangle shaped crab rangoon. It was just sad.
It's true.
Yeah, crab rangoon dip like that, and then you just serve it with the
Wonton, yeah.
strips, yeah, or crackers or
This is, I mean, a slight bit tedious, but I'm going to show you what is the reason why we're going to. See, look at that.
Oh yeah, that looks
Beauty.
nice.
So you want to, you don't want these to burn, so make sure you keep your flips. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We nailed it. And even if they get a little bit, more toasty than you want, they're still going to be delightful. I'm going to actually move this one. Oh, yeah. What's that in that A-Team movie that he makes him the olive tapenade with the toast points that he likes, right?
Yes.
To get him on the plane. So there's enough, like, a little bit of residue that I'm not even going to add more butter to this. I think I'm just going to let it be. But I do want to move these ones from the edge in a little bit so that they get kind of as evenly toasted as they can. Oh, yeah. Okay. Come on. No. Damn it, that's hot. I mean, yes, could I have just put this in the toaster? I could have. But I don't think...
But it wouldn't be that good.
No, and I think what the difference with this is basically, like Amy said, we're frying this to crisp it up.
Yeah.
And so that's where the advantage of this methodology in my mind comes in. Excuse me. Let's get a plate. So these, oh yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it, Peter. Oh yes. Very excited right now, if you can't tell.
Are you going to put those so they sit in a warm oven?
Yeah, I'll put them in down there. Because
I think they should be warm.
warm toast points, everybody. I guess I could probably cut these in half too. No?
No.
No. She gave me a look when I said cut up in half like I was an insane person.
Well, I need something to hold while I spoon a little crab on there and then take my bite. So
Okay.
I don't want them to be too small.
True that.
Burn my fingers.
I mean, listen, her logic is sound, everybody.
Yeah. Totally sounds.
So, all right, that's what we got. So I'm going to just throw
You just wiped out that little bit of butter onto that last.
Yeah. Listen, we gild the lily around these parts, okay? That's what we do. I'm just going to I'm going to take this out, though.
Thing, I think you're weird for eating applesauce, so you do whatever you want with it. Applesauce is. Whoa. The texture is bad. What's that? Oh,
Just
from
water.
baking your bread?
Yeah, for baking bread. Yeah, this can go. We're done with that.
Don't
Okay.
go too far away because that might not be enough bread.
Okay. But I don't want it near me while.
Okay.
Let's make a French 75.
And I saved room for leftover pizza.
Maybe not. You're not the boss of me.
This is the second bottle of champagne Amy will have had today.
Ooh. Whatever. I'm a grown up. Did that cage have anything good? I thought you were opening that other bottle. Then you decided no? Ow!
The bottle.
That is a good bottle, so you probably shouldn't be. We don't need to mix booze into it.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
It's just a topper, and then there'll be plenty to drink on its own later.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just classic French 75 recipe starts with 2 ounces of gin. We're using the botanist. I had everything in the freezer.
I'm concerned about what you're doing with a shaker.
You don't put that in there until afterwards. You top it and mix it in the glass.
So what are you doing now?
I'm mixing the simple syrup, the lemon juice, and this together.
Oh, okay.
There's something about just seeing a train.
Well, there is. You're right. Whoa. But what I was thinking was, I forgot about the simple syrup, quite frankly. It doesn't matter.
It's cool. We're all here for a good
I
time.
was just not wanting you to shake up champagne. I was trying to save you.
You heard it here first. Don't shake champagne, just like the baby.
Yep.
Speaking of babies,
A baby is coming our way to visit.
mean, it's not,
Not
so
to
much
live here.
Not so much a baby, but Theo will be here
Toddler?
next week, and you will see Theo. Maybe if Danny's lucky to be on air.
Theo's in a good mood, which he pretty much always is.
Yeah,
So.
just let him hang out. What I was gonna do is get one of those baby Bjorns where they just sit on the front, and we were just gonna do the show literally with him hanging on the entire
It's
time.
gonna work some matches too.
So
We're going to call him Carlos the whole time.
I know, buddy. You know what's funny?
I thought he would look like a Carlos,
You know what's
too.
funny? If you watch that movie and you look at Theo, they look very similar. And now that I'm thinking about it,
No, that baby had a much rounder head, I think.
listen.
I think you could pull it off.
Doug was watching The Hangover the other day, and it just sucked me in. It really is so damn funny.
Yeah.
That is too much gin.
This is a classic
Andrea?
French 75 recipe.
You need to.
That is like a French goodbye kiss.
I know that is a lot. I mean, that's basically gin.
2 shots.
I'm gonna drink it. Trust me.
I've never heard a complaint about having booze before. And tonight, I'm giving a little.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah. You know, ignore the whatever that floaty thing is in there.
It's the boogie. You can always put more champagne in it.
What floaty thing?
There's a little black.
Black thing?
That's, I don't know. I think it came from.
Pepper.
I can't win everybody. Everybody's a sassy.
Andrea just said good night to Amy. No, I mean, that tastes like a French 75. I guess I just never noticed or realized how much gin was in there.
Famous last words.
We've made them on here before. Did I say the same thing then?
I don't know, but I like mine a little bit sweeter, so I'm doing three quarters of that simple syrup. Now, we still have 10 minutes left, so I'm going to have to dance after this.
Well, I would just like to try that champagne without anything in it. I'm going to get another glass.
Okay. It's a 50th anniversary from Dry Creek Vineyards of their champagne from 2022. I think the advantage that this I really want is this is the kind of cocktail that I like really cold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? First of all, I think all gin cocktails should be very, very cold.
Yeah, I think anything gin should just be.
I don't know
super
why
cold.
that is. It's crispy. It's just because the gin is, this gin especially is
Because otherwise
florally and-
it starts to taste like medicine-y or
Yeah,
like.
I think you're right.
Look at how cute this glass is. Can you guys see?
Oh, it just
Has a little-
says sigh.
Cork, a little cork on it. That's good. I just want to taste it. Thank you.
That is,
Good.
now,
So, funny kid story this week. I wore lipstick to work one day. And when one of the kids was looking at me like real intently. And then he said, Mrs. Beebe, are you going to a party after this?
What'd you tell him?
I said, no. I said, oh, no, I just decided to wear lipstick today. He was like, oh, okay.
I always forget how boozy these things are. It's delicious. I mean, this is really
It
good.
has 2 shots
I
of
think it's
gin in it.
down to 1 shot of
Yeah.
gin.
I don't know if you noticed that, but it fit perfectly inside this flutish champagne
did.
glass. So, let's see. I have some talking points.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. First of all, if you can get fresh crabs, you should do that. But we don't have access to that really. That I want to go through the process of
No, hell
breaking
no.
shells and all that. So this just get high quality ingredients.
I kind of feel
no matter
like
what.
it's like the whole pumpkin puree thing for pumpkin pie.
Listen, I will say fresh crab, if you can get it, is really sweet and really, really good. If you want, you can customize. You could add a little cayenne for heat. You could add a little bit more. You could add lemon zest, so you get like the oils and
brighten it
a
up.
little up. And there's lemon zest in Shirley's. No.
No.
Okay.
You could add a little garlic, but I do see how the garlic can overpower crab.
Yeah.
So I get that.
So that's why I think if you were gonna do it, you could just use use your mincer and just use like one thing.
I'd add a little bit of leek.
You could do that too, or leek or green onion would be good too.
That's
Just-
true. Yeah. Like maybe not garlic, but a little bit of leek.
That's good. Or you know what, you could mix that if you didn't want to do, but you wanted to have a little bit of more stronger allium than say a leek even. You could use shallot.
Yeah.
Shallot would be good
Yeah.
too.
Shallot would be really good.
Like
That would bring it.
really finely chopped your shallot. I think that's the way to go with it. Again, you could, this one says here, add texture, mix breadcrumbs or panko and drizzle melted butter and sprinkle the top before baking. So you could do that.
I might do that if I was gonna. I don't know. I don't know why I said that.
Never mind.
I was gonna say if I was gonna do it in a bigger thing,
Yeah.
just for presentation, maybe. I think that would just all be about presentation.
100%. I mean, so the crab is already cooked. Really what you're doing here is warming it through so that it's hot. And that's how it's best served, is hot. So you don't want it to sit around. So if you're gonna make this, if you wanted to, you just really throw it in a crock pot and let it keep hot that way if you had it in a dish.
Warm, yeah.
Yeah, so you don't want to sit, if you make it in the oven like this, you want to make sure you're going to be eating it for like an appetizer for your meal or something like that. So
I do think a little bit of mustard powder. I'm a big fan of that.
probably, I mean, I think you could play with it. You could, like I said, add a little cayenne. You could add,
You know what's funny is when you were making it, you added salt and pepper, and I never add salt and pepper to the crab cake mix because it's not in the recipe.
but it needs it.
Well, I really like
So-
it, but yeah, it wouldn't hurt,
No.
right?
So when I make what is that? It's like a kind of a dill lemon dipping, like a
Yeah.
aioli basically, and that really kind of goes well with that. So you could realistically the crab
That
dipping-
is essentially what this drink is going to be to the dip,
Yes.
right? It's the piece that cuts the richness.
yes, and again, the crab is going to be a little bit sweet. The mayo, the mustard, and like the Worcestershire sauce,
out of the
all of
kitchen.
that adds this depth of flavoring that you're going to get. And like Amy said, you could add, let's say, a half a teaspon or a quarter of a teaspoon
Quarter teaspoon.
of dried mustard powder, and that would be really. It would add just another layer that the like Dijon is not going to bring to it. Let's see. Oh, and then like we did for you don't want soggy toast points. No soggy bottoms around here, right, Denise?
No.
So
Right.
again, you could if you didn't want to use butter, which I don't why you could brush on olive oil.
Oh yeah.
That would work as
Yeah.
well. So for French 75, if you wanted to, again, there's variations on this. You could add a little lavender. You could have, just whatever. But you want to use dry gin. That's like a big one. Don't use, this is London dry gin, but don't. It doesn't matter. This is an island dry gin. Who gives a shit? As long as it's a dry gin. But floral gins will add, if you wanted that, if that's your preference, it does add a light.
I think it's funny that you said who gives a shit because we actually do give a shit because we only drink botanist
That's
gin.
true. I don't. Well, that's because
Oh, we also drink Benham's gin.
which I've never had.
Yes, we
I
have.
don't think I have.
The slow gin. Isn't that
No, we've had Benham's gin at Stark's.
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned slow gin. Because I almost thought about, could I make a French 75 with slow gin? And I don't know. And the reason I only say that is because on Tuesday is my mother's birthday, and she loved slow gin.
Well, we should find out.
We
Because
should.
we have slow gin.
We do. We could make one later. See how it comes out.
Are you gonna show your?
Oh,
We are gonna
guys,
show
look
that.
what I've been making. Oh, wait. So, Ace of Clay has a video out this week.
Okay.
If anybody's into sculpting, he's very good.
His name is Adam, and he makes tiny.
No, this is Ace of Clay. That's
okay.
north of the border.
Yeah, sorry.
Ace of Clay. But he made Nosferatu because that movie just came out or is out in theaters right now.
Yeah.
And it was a really good sculpture. And kind of thinking about going and seeing that movie.
What is scary?
I know, but he said it's not gory scary and it's not jump scares scary.
Let's go tomorrow.
It's like
I'm golfing in the morning.
ooh, scary. So I kind of like that.
It's too cold.
He said it's really dark, which is why I want to see it in the theater where it's like more attuned to that.
You're right, Andrea. Georgian would make it sweet, but just drop the simple syrup.
Simple syrup, yeah.
So if you're going to be, and then just keep it at 2 ounces of that. You don't need the half ounce of simple syrup. I still think it would be good.
Or maybe just 1 ounce of the gin and then no simple syrup,
And 1
the
ounce of
lemon
slow.
juice, and the no, just 1 ounce of the slow gin,
Yeah.
and then
Here's what
we can mix it up and
we're gonna have to try
make it good.
and see how it looks.
Okay, so while we were in Colorado, Andrew and I were brainstorming other mini like room box things I could make. And one of them was a tiki bar. And so I made this. Can you grab it?
I don't think
Can
I
you
can.
reach it?
No, if you send it my way though, I can grab it.
Okay.
Now, there's a few things to notice about this thing. First of all, it's like it's in a piece of luggage, which again, what the hell?
Cute. Oh, it's ready.
It is ready.
Okay, here. So here's the little, here you go. Isn't that
Let's
cute?
take a look, Ski.
There's the little happy hour sign. There's a little shower where you get the sand off your feet. Oh my gosh, so cute.
Oh yeah, because you
Super fun to make too.
I can hear it kind of bubbling on.
You need a drink and a pineapple.
Okay,
I swear, if you don't get one of those this trip.
what I'm going to do,
Is that
it
hot?
sure is, but not hot enough that I didn't have my asbestos fingers helpful. This is good. I burned myself. Okay, so now presentation. Do we not have
Have a what?
nothing? Don't worry about me.
Ah, toast plates.
If you right now while we're doing all this, please go like and subscribe. Like this video.
Oh,
Please do
good
that. That's really helpful to us. I really would appreciate it if you could do that.
I am very excited about this.
So we're at 208 subscribers right now. We'd really like to get to 210 and go from there. So here's toast points. Just
Thank you.
now.
We already have spoons for the dipper.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, Denise brought you one.
Oh, sure enough. Okay, these are going to be super hot, so I'm going to bring it to each of you.
Just put it here, and I promise I won't touch it. Please.
Really nervous about that.
Here, I put this on.
Okay.
Oh, you should like put it up like this so everyone can see it.
I was going to use mine, but
Here.
this one's prettier.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually, mine's the most beautiful, I think.
that's why you have that.
Mine looks really good. If somebody served me this, like for a first date or something, I would marry them.
Okay, let's have a little taster here. So I think the way you want to do this is with a spoon. Amy's got that right. It's going to add it on top.
Oh my god.
That,
Smells like the oyster.
holy Moses, that is really good.
That's so good.
You know what I think it is? It's the simplicity of it.
Yeah, because it's not a lot. Yeah, that's why no garlic.
I think.
Don't you think?
I think so. I think the simplicity of this is what drives like its success. It's called Crab Imperial. The sauce comes together when you cook it, because it's not such a sauce, but then I mean this is thickened up a little bit, and so but if you like crab, this is the dish for you.
You don't need to spray the. I was worried about not spraying the inside, but
Yeah.
you don't need to.
Nope.
Nothing is sticking.
I'm just gonna have a little bit of this on its own.
Like, I would just eat this for dinner. It's really good.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I don't see how this could be an appetizer. This would ruin you.
But it's so if you gotta think of it in the capacity of old school appetizers from the 50s and 60s that are really just they're decadent and their basically whole job is to impress.
Yeah.
And this is really killer.
Yeah.
Of
This is awesome. This is so good.
I don't even think it needs the breadcrumbs and stuff on top. I think that
No.
with the toast points, it makes that's
That's why I say with crab, just keep it simple. You don't want to overpower the crab.
But this is so close to Adobe Inn's crab pie. I
it's
feel
very,
like
I think you could put
you need
this on-
something on the bottom and something on the top, and then it's there.
if you took the toast and you cut it into a round.
But they say that their crab pot is in a white wine cream sauce. So I'm like, maybe a splash of white wine in here.
for a little acidity, but maybe. I think you get that. I think the Worcestershire sauce adds that umami little bit. That
So good.
It's so good. Okay, you definitely should make this.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm eating all of this because it's so good.
Well, and besides the crab, all the other ingredients are cheap.
That was the thing. The only things I didn't have for this in my cupboard were parsley and the crab.
Yeah.
Parsley and the crab sounds like a 70s cop show.
Parsley and the crab.
Parsley and the crab.
Like folk band.
I mean, also good. Also good. Parsley and the crab. Their songs are only sea shanties.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a winner. 100% a winner.
Yeah.
If you've never, you should definitely make it. I'll try and remember. So here's the thing I noticed about YouTube's algorithm, everybody. And this is weird. I noticed that if I go after this video and I go in after it's processed and it's up the way it's supposed to, and I add at the end, you do end cards. So it's like subscribe and a suggested video. People tend to go to the video more. And I don't know if it's because it's being suggested somewhere or what the deal is, but I just noticed I did it on the last episode and it went up. Again, this might not be interesting to you. I thought it was interesting just because of I don't know how people get popular. I don't care, really. But I do think that there is some science to hacking the YouTube algorithm. And part of it is liking the video and then subscribing. So with all of that, I'm going to try and add this. I'll add this recipe to the description after effects. That's where I'm getting with this when I edit the video with those things at the end. It's really excellent. this will become part of our repertoire probably
Oh, hell yeah.
more often than not, and also definitely at Christmas. Like definitely at Christmas, like where we.
Well, I feel like the next time I need to bring something to a
This
party,
is- this
I'm
is it.
freaking bringing
This
this.
is it, because again,
It's so much easier than the corn dip.
there are. Let's go back to look at this. Just there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
The corn dip's so good.
9, 10, and then 11 with the toast points.
11. And you could serve this with crackers.
Easily serve it with
Triscuits.
crackers. Like just like either what is it?
Triscuits.
Triscuits or Ritz crackers would be good because they have
Yes, because they're
butteriness.
buttery.
And
But
what's the
how
other
many
one?
of those ingredients are like dry ingredients?
There was no dried ingredients except
Oh,
for
no?
the Old Bay.
Oh, okay.
That was the only real
salt and pepper.
seasoning. And salt and pepper. Yes. So, I'm sorry.
Yeah, real good.
This is really throwing me for a loop. How good it is. You could add breadcrumbs, but I don't think you need to.
I just saw them out, so I got
I grabbed.
I think you could add them to the whole mix. It would bulk it up a little bit and absorb some of the liquid that's in here.
I don't know. Mine is like not very liquidy. I mean, there's a little bit.
I think maybe like
Hold on.
just
I don't know
a
that.
quarter cup. Yeah. Just a quarter cup of breadcrumbs. No. But it would absorb the liquid and just bulk it up just a little bit.
Okay, here's the thing I want you to remember, everybody, or think about. Has there been this much post-discussion of a meal, of the dish we made on this show? I think the bruschetta.
Yes, the artichoke bruschetta.
That is.
That was
Honestly, I
so
think that
good.
might be the only one. There's a few others that get close, but like, I think that's when we know we've hit when all three of us are discussing like, you could add this, or you could add this, or don't do this.
But you really don't need to.
No,
Add
as
any of it.
is.
I think the common ground stuff on toast.
Just put it on bread, damn it.
It does make me want to make all of tapenade now, knowing that.
Oh, yeah.
Also, this bread is perfect for this.
Yeah, it really
it's
does make good
like-
toast points. Well, this bread has a very good crumb that toasts and or fries very well.
So again, I know that I said it before, but I think I made the perfect loaf of bread. So,
For our area.
yes. Okay. We'll let you go. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. And remember, we'll be here next week with Theo and Danny and Carly.
With a sweet babu.
He is the cute as a button. And if I can find a thing where he can hang on me for the entire episode, we're going to do that. But
Just keep his toes out of the oil.
that's right. We'll try not to do anything where
We
he's
have to
getting
do something that's like
innocuous. No.
doesn't include that burner
Yeah.
thing.
But in the end of it, remember to be kind, be loyal, give grace where you can, and do something nice for somebody next week. We love you very, very much. We'll see you next Saturday.